Alright, so if you want to start catching more stock trout than everybody else on your local creek, then this video is for you. So today, we're going to be going over the best presentation that you can possibly use on these pressure creeks to catch stock trout. So let's get into it. So you're going to need three things, alright? You're going to need some trout magnet bobbers. You can find these at Walmart or like online anywhere, any fishing store. You need trout magnet hooks, and you can get those separately, or you can just buy like a trout magnet kit, but we're really looking for those jig heads right there. And then you're gonna need, just go to the store and buy yourself a loaf of bread, okay? That's what we're gonna be using as bait, and trust me, it sounds stupid, but it works. Then you just tie on your trout magnet jig head, a couple feet up the line for your indicator. Obviously you can slide it up and down depending on the depth of the water you're fishing. And all you're gonna do is just put a tiny little piece of bread on this hook, leaving the hook exposed, cast it out and let it drift. You can also fish many other baits on this same rig, so it's great multi-purpose tools. Oh, there we go, first trout of the day. Look at that, nice little rainbow. Let's get down here and land them because we didn't bring any net today, but it's a solid first fish. There we go. Oh, here he is, first rainbow trout of the day, and as you can see, took it right there on the little bread and bobber setup. Just floating bread on the jig head under a bobber. Like I said, this technique nobody knows about, and it catches fish much better than any other technique people are out here using. So we'll get this fish back and hopefully catch some more. There he goes. Oh, got one right there. Another trout. There we go. Second trout of the day. Another nice little rainbow. Pretty little fish even for a stalker. Ate the bread on the jig head. So fun catching them with this technique. Oh, flopped out of my hands when I tried to get it released on video, but oh well. 2 trout today. Hopefully we can catch many more, so we'll get rigged up again, cast back in here, hopefully catch another one. Oh, another bite. Dude, they're stacked up right there. There's probably at least like 10 fish sitting right there, and they keep biting. We'll drift our bread right down through there again. As soon as it gets to like, oh, right there, something's probably about to take it. Or at least they were for the past couple casts. Try that again. And this creek was it's the third day of the season. It's been fished a lot, you know. Not many people are still catching fish, so even catching just one fish in some of these pressure pools is a really good achievement. We've got 2 fish so far, and we just started fishing, so it's looking pretty good. Oh, another trout right there. This one feels like a bigger fish. Another little rainbow. Not too big, but this is bigger than the last one. Oh, and he just fell out of my hands again when I was trying to show him off to you guys, but that's okay. You guys saw the bite and the fight, so you know that we got 3 trout so far, and I just dropped my rod in the water. That's just great. So, but yeah, 3 trout. I've only been actually fishing for like 10 minutes if you don't count the walking between the spots. So, catching, I mean, we're gonna get, my goal for today was just to catch my limit, but that's obviously going to happen very quickly, so maybe we'll set a goal for like 10 trout today or something. That seems sort of reasonable. So 10 trout on the 3rd day of the season when it's been fished out is really good. Oh, we got another one right there, dude. This is crazy. There's so many fish right there. 4th trout of the day. Trying to wrangle this fish in. I need to stop forgetting my net, because this is just a nightmare. Don't stop doing that. Hands are wet, even though they're stalkers. I still like to protect them. There we go, another little rainbow. Hopefully we can get on some brown trout today too, but don't mind the rainbows. Getting back in the water, quick release. There we go, 4 trout. We only need 1 more for my limit. It's crazy how well this works on fish, even on fish that I've seen a bunch of other lures in the same day. Because when I pulled up to the parking lot, there was 3 other cars there, and one guy was coming from upstream who had just fished this pool hard. He said he only caught 1. So on another trout right there, dude. This is crazy. This is the biggest of the day. It's the 5th trout out of a pool where a guy fished hard only caught 1. So that just goes to show the power of this technique. But dude, this thing's fighting hard. It's a very solid trout. Get him in here. Dude, they keep flopping out of my hands right before I can show them off to you guys. That was like a good 14, 15 inch trout. Beautiful little rainbow. In fact, if this weren't a stock creek, I would have thought it was wild just with the way his fins and coloration was looking. But wow, it's 5 trout now, and that's 4 trout out of this pool, and nearly 4 consecutive casts. And I'm getting bites on nearly every cast, so this is really good fishing right here. I don't know if I've ever had fishing this good on a creek that's been this heavily fished. Only downside is I have not seen any palomingos on this creek, and there usually is a lot. And I've been fishing on opening day yesterday and now today, have yet to see a single palomingo anywhere along this creek, which is, I don't really know what to think about it. So usually I catch a couple per year, but it's a little disappointing when you don't even have the chance to catch any because they all got caught, or maybe they just didn't put them in at all. I'm not really sure what happened, and I'm fine. Oh, another trout right there. This is crazy. Like, I don't even. Here, another little rainbow. Before he even flops out of my hands, I'll just show them off right here. Get the hook out. Hands are still wet from my last fish, by the way. 6 trout of the day on the secret technique. Outfishes everything else. There we go. And off he goes. So I'm gonna keep fishing here with the bread for a couple more casts. That's a horrible cast. But for a couple more casts, and then I'm probably gonna put on like a trout magnet or a power bait worm or something, because that's the beauty of this presentation. If one bait isn't working, you can basically put anything you want on this jig head. Like, you can even put power bait on this jig head and it'll still catch fish. I've done that before. So it's just so versatile. You can take off the bobber if you want and just bottom fish. It's just, you don't have to worry about a bunch of split shocks, all these like different knots and stuff. No, you just tie on a trout magnet jig head, hook a bobber above it, slap some bait on the hook, and just drift it along through the holes. And that's the difference right there. When it's underneath the float, just gives the fish a little bit of a different look than what they're used to seeing, and it makes all the difference, and you catch so many more fish than everyone else. That might have been, never mind, I was about to say that might have been all the biting trout in this pool, but got another one on right there. And we haven't even fished the part of the pool under the bridge. We're just fishing the tail of the pool, and we've caught, this is my 6th trout out of this pool now, 7th of the day. That's just crazy. This is better than like the fishing you expect on like opening day when the fish haven't even been fished for at all. Like, when can you ever say that you've been fishing for stock trout on a pressure stream when it's already seeing like 50, this pool's probably seeing like 20 fishermen between opening day and now, and I just caught 6 fish in less than 10 minutes of casting. I've got 7 fish today total. That's really something. So if that doesn't convince you to try out this technique, I don't know what will. All right, make a cast up near that bridge, see if any fish are hanging out up there. I would think there would be. So any second now that bobber's gonna drop and we're gonna have a trout on. Yep. Oh, we missed him. Dang it. That is, I think, one downside to fishing with something like this, where you do miss a hook set every now and then. I think the hookup ratio and other stuff might be a tad bit better. But as I'm saying that, we got another one on right there. That's another solid trout. This is crazy. So number 8, wow. But yeah, like I said, you do miss more fish on this than you would on something like fishing power bait and letting them swallow the hook. I think it's just much better for the health of the fish if you plan on releasing them. Yeah, like I was saying, I think it's just much better for the health of the fish if you plan on releasing them to fish with something like this. I mean, you can go with missing 1 or 2 fish, make sure they stay alive. 8th trout going back. And also, you get more bites on this too. So I still think you catch way more fish doing this than you would with something else, even if the hookup ratio is a little bit worse. So I'm gonna stop yapping, casting here, gang, and hopefully get another fish. That's 7 fish out of this pool now, 8 fish on the day total. Let that drift down. If I get bit right on the area I just left, that would be kind of funny. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Floating it down on that far side by that log. I haven't tried that area yet. And oh, there we go. That's the trout, dude. Ooh, look at that jump, dude. That's so cool. I knew they'd be fished by that log. I just had to get the right presentation on the right drift to get them to bite. So, dude, these jumps are insane. You know, I know it's just a stock trout, but does it really get any better than this? Like, this is, you guys know I love fishing for wild brook trout and stuff, but I mean, this is a very close second in terms of trout fishing, is catching these aggressive stocked rainbows. So that's our 9th rainbow trout of the day. Still yet to catch a brown, but man, that's just so fun. I guess we did just catch one. I guess one more cast out to that log couldn't really hurt. Just to see if there's anything else hanging out up there. There we go. It's drifting right down by that log. See if anything chased it out. A lot of the times, like, you think the fish are hanging out further downstream. Oh, got another fish. I didn't even realize I had one on. What do we have here? Oh, little rainbow trout. This one's funny looking, dude. I don't know. He's like yellowish. Huh. That's weird. So, but whatever. Not complaining about the way they look. They still fight hard. So, there we go, off the hook, back in the water. I think that's number 10. Wait, is it 10? It's either 9 or 10. Let me think. Whatever, I'll have to go back and check. I think, let's call it fish number 9 for now to be safe. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of times when you get bites, you think that's where the fish are holding, but no, they actually follow it downstream from where you cast it. They'll follow it a great distance sometimes before they bite, so you can't be tricked by that and cast too far downstream, because you'll be missing out on fish if you do that. All right, well, this pool has been good to us. We caught either 8 or 9 fish out of it. I'm gonna call it 8. We've got like 9 or 10 fish today total. Been fishing less than an hour. That's just, you can't ask for better fishing than that. That is why you use this technique right here. Trust me, guys, it is the best way, just the most effective way to catch stock trout. Outfishes everything. We're up here at a new pool. I think this pool might be moving a little too fast for it to be fishable. The water might be a little too high. So we're not gonna spend too much time here. But I am gonna make a couple casts just to see. Yeah, it can't hurt. It is on the way to the other stuff we want to fish. Oh, that's trout. Dang. Oh, he came off, dude. I mean, I guess there is fish that are biting in this pool. That's really cool to see. So we'll get baited up again and make another cast, I guess. The fact that I already lost count of how many I caught just really shows you, like, this is just a great day of fishing. Catching this many trout. Let this drift down through there right where we had that other bite. See if there's anyone else waiting. Oh, do we got one? Oh yeah, we do have one. They're stacked up at the end of this pool. Another little rainbow, looks like. Yeah. So, I think that's 10 trout, all rainbows. Would be nice to catch a couple brown trout and hopefully a palomino, but these are still fun. Off he goes. So if this doesn't convince you, I don't know what will. That is 10 trout in less than an hour of fishing when everyone else is struggling just to catch 1 or 2. So that, I mean, it's just, and we're still getting bites over there. Every cast, it's insane. Oh, we got another one out of this little run right here. I didn't even expect there to be any fish here. I was just casting here in my way while I was walking upstream, but dude, these fish fight so hard. I don't know what it is, but this is not like the stock trout I'm used to. These fish are really brilliantly colored. They're fighting hard. I don't know what they're doing with the stock trout nowadays, but it's really working. It's our 12th rainbow of the day. This is a solid fish, dude. That would be an eating fish right there if I was keeping them, but you all know I release most of my catches. There he goes, back in the water. Nice and healthy. You can see him swimming off right there. 12 trout in a little over an hour. You can't beat that. There we go. Got another one on. Right in front of me too. This one's a little bit smaller. And of course, oh, it came off right there. That would have been number 13, but that one doesn't count. But I mean, we've hooked a solid 14, 15 fish though. And we've landed, I think, what, 12 rainbows today. So that's, man, I'm still in shock. I knew if I came out here, film this video when the conditions were like this, I knew I catch a lot of fish, but I had no idea it was going to be this good. So, see if there's anyone else in this pool. It might have been it. This is a very pressure spot and fish don't hang here for long. It's not that deep. It's much better places for them to hide. So we'll keep heading up this creek. See if we can't go on a couple more trout further up. Alright guys, watch this right in front of me. Guarantee you, we're gonna get one out of this pool. And the bobber's only like, what, 10 feet from me? And there's still gonna be fish biting. That's what I find so funny about this, is that fish, they just do not care. They see the brag and, yep. Oh, you see that? We missed them, but yeah, they just see the brag, they bite. They do not give a damn about like being spooked by like people walking or anything like that. Almost just isn't even fair. Like I almost want to feel bad for him. Like it's just that easy when you're using this technique. So give it a couple more seconds. I guarantee you another fish is going to find it. That bobber is going to drop and we'll have a fish on. You know, maybe they got smart in this pool or something. But I mean, you did see it on that cast before this one right in front of me. Something grabbed it. Oh, I think my brag fell off the hook. That's what the problem is. Oh, no, it didn't. We'll make a cast further out in the middle. Drifted a little bit further out there, and that is probably where most of the fish are going to be. Yep, trout on, fish on. There we go. Trout number 13 of the day. Do we count that? We're going to count that. If I had a net, I could have probably landed that one. Also, if I wasn't trying to fumble around the record. So, 13 trout today, all rainbows. Pretty good day. All right, we're up at a new pool now. My total's up to 16 for the day. I caught a couple in pools where I wasn't recording. Just because there's people fishing. I didn't want to annoy them by talking, you know, so. But yeah, 16 trout now. Been fishing for less than 2 hours. Day's going really, really well. Number 17. All right, I think this is gonna be the last spot of the day. I'm getting kind of tired. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I've caught more than enough fish for today, and definitely more than enough fish to demonstrate just how good this secret technique is. So if we can catch like 1 or 2 more trout out of this pool, we're at, I think, 16 trout today total. So if we can get a couple more, then we'll call it a day. But yeah, it's just so much fun out here. Being able to go out here, catch so many trout just whenever you want, no matter like how late it was after stocking. If there's fish in here, you will catch them when you're using this technique. It's just so fun. Oh, there's a fish. Feels like a good trout. Wow. Oh yeah, it's a good trout. He's fighting hard. This will be number, let me think about this. This is our 17th trout of the day. Oh, I accidentally foul hooked him, but dude, I don't know how that happened. You saw the bobber go down. Okay, just chill out for a second so I can get this hook out. I'm probably gonna hook myself in the hand doing this, but yeah. Our 17th trout of the day. I think we've only caught one brown trout, and that was one I caught off camera. So we'll get the hook out of this one. Unfortunately, he's accidentally foul hooked, and then we'll let him go, and hopefully one or two more, and then that'll be it. All right, we got the hook out. Time to let this beautiful rainbow trout go. There he goes. Let's make that same cast again. There's probably a couple more fish stacked up in this pool. Just gonna drift our brag right over top of them. Wait for one to grab it. Come on, I know there's more in there. It's gotta be more than just that one. See, I like fishing pools like this better than the stuff we were fishing earlier. It's a lot more like slow moving. You know, you get longer, more clean dress. You can really oh, there we go at the end of the pool. I don't know what this is. It's probably not a trout. Oh, it's just a little fall fish. Have been catching a bunch of these today. It is still fun. Just one more trout today. One more trout. That's all I want. Hopefully a nice big one to end the day. Oh, dang it, that was a bite right there. I don't know if you guys could see that or not, but looked like it was probably a trout. He grabbed it and took off hard back into the pool. See, what I'm doing is a lot of these times I'm trying to get my line untangled from my rod as I'm doing this, but a lot of the times I'm not casting directly over the deepest part of the pool. I'm casting outside of the main current in some of the slack water areas and waiting for those fish to come out of the current to eat it. Because oftentimes, if you're casting, you know, especially when the water's definitely high like it is today, if you're casting directly in the like fastest, deepest part of the pool and you're fishing with a bobber, that your bait is going to be over top of there so quick that those fish won't even have time to react. Whereas if you cast the little side area like this, you know, they can see it the whole time. If they really want to eat it, they'll come out and grab it, trust me. Just like that. Had another one bite it right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you do not need to be fishing in the main pool. You can catch way more fish and make it much easier on yourself by casting the slack water areas. So we'll get our brag right back over there. I think there's a couple trout. It's definitely more than one fish that was feeding there. So hopefully we get a bite on this cast. I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Just sitting right on the edge of the current, waiting for that bread to go by. Yep, someone's grabbing it. Got him. And it's just another little fall fish. But I think my point still stands though. Doesn't matter what the type of fish is. They're going to have a much easier time chasing it down and biting it if you cast on the edge of the main current. And I don't know what's going on. Just can't hook anything right now. There we go. Same cast as before. It's like this is like the 5th time of drifting over this spot, and they're still showing some interest. Okay. Something has it. Oh yeah, that's a trout. There we go. What is it though? Is it brown trout or rainbow trout? Oh, it's just another little rainbow trout. So that is, I think came off right there. We're still gonna count. I think that's our 18th trout of the day. Actually we caught one brown trout off video, and the rest of them were all rainbow trout. So I think that's gonna call it a day right there. That was a great day of fishing. You guys want to comment later after you've gotten this rig and tried it out and tell me how it went? That would be great. Just to see if I'm actually helping people catch more fish, because that's all I'm trying to do with this. Like, I'm out here, I'll see people struggling to catch fish, and like, that's not fun. Like, everybody should be able to catch fish. Catch like as much fish as I caught in this video. So yeah, go get the rig, try it out for yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.